Imagine a tiny stretch of water barely 20 miles wide at its narrowest point that holds the power to cripple the entire global economy overnight. It's not a sci-fi plot. It's a very real place called the Strait of Hormuz, the world's most critical choke point. Every day, massive tankers slide through these waters carrying the lifeblood of modern civilization, monitored by warships and anxious governments alike. If this passage closes, your gas prices skyrocket, industries freeze, and geopolitical chaos erupts instantly. Let's dive into the 5 massive reasons why this narrow channel is the most dangerous and important waterway on Earth. Number 1. The world's oil jugular. You simply cannot overstate the sheer volume of black gold that flows through this single artery every single day. We are talking about roughly 20 to 30% of the world's total oil consumption passing through a gap that is surprisingly tight and vulnerable. If you look at the map, it's the only way to get oil out of the Persian Gulf by sea, serving giants like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and the UAE. Without this flow, the engines of Europe and Asia would start to sputter within weeks. It really is the single most important oil transit checkpoint in the entire world, making it a nervous focal point for global markets. Number 2. LNG's critical exit door. While everyone talks about crude oil, we often forget that the Strait of Hormuz is absolutely vital for liquefied natural gas, or LNG. Qatar, one of the world's top LNG exporters, relies almost entirely on this strait to ship its gas to heating systems and power plants across Asia and Europe. Unlike oil, which can sometimes be rerouted through pipelines, LNG options are far more limited and dependent on these massive specialized ships. If this door shuts, it's not just gas stations that suffer. Electrical grids could fail, and heating prices would explode during winter. It is the invisible backbone of the modern energy transition. Number 3. A geopolitical flashpoint. This isn't just a shipping lane. It is a high-stakes chessboard where Iran and the West constantly stare each other down. Because the shipping lanes pass through both Omani and Iranian territorial waters, Iran has immense strategic leverage here and has threatened to close the strait multiple times in response to sanctions. You regularly see headlines about tankers being seized, drones being shot down, or naval standoffs occurring in these choppy waters. The tension is palpable because a single miscalculation here could drag the United States and regional powers into a direct military conflict. It is a hair-trigger environment where commerce meets combat. Number 4. The pipeline problem. You might be wondering, why don't they just build pipelines to bypass this dangerous strait? Well, they have tried, but the capacity is nowhere near enough. Saudi Arabia and the UAE have constructed pipelines to the Red Sea and the Gulf of Oman, but these bypasses can only handle a fraction of the total oil volume. This means that despite billions of dollars in infrastructure investment, the world is still stubbornly addicted to this one narrow maritime passage. It highlights a massive engineering vulnerability. We have built a global economy that has no real plan B if the strait gets blocked. The reliance on ships over land routes makes this geography destiny. Number 5. Asian economy dependency. While the West worries about prices, the actual physical commodities flowing through Hormuz are overwhelmingly headed east. Major economies like China, India, Japan, and South Korea import huge percentages of their energy needs directly through this strait. If the flow stops, these manufacturing giants would face immediate industrial paralysis, sending shockwaves through the global supply chain for everything from electronics to cars. It binds the security of the Middle East directly to the prosperity of Asia in a way that few other places do. The strait isn't just an American concern. It is the lifeline for the Asian century. So the next time you fill up your car or pay your electric bill, Remember that tiny strip of water thousands of miles away that keeps it all possible. The Strait of Hormuz is proof that geography still rules the world. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button and subscribe for more explanations of the world's most critical places.